I recently had a chance to read Bhagavad Gita, a Hindu spiritual text, and I want to share one of the most major lessons that I learned from this book. So in this book, there is this concept of gunas, and gunas are energetic forces. So these are seen in the world, they're seen in humans, they're even found in the foods that we eat. And there are three main gunas that exist. So I want to talk about what these are, define them a little bit, and talk about who would reside in each of these gunas. Now, before I tell you guys more about it, I do want to say that these forces are not fixed. They're always fluctuating. So you could have a breakdown of multiple of these gunas at once. It's not like you're just stuck in this one guna and there's nothing else present. You can have 1, 2, or even 3 of these gunas present at the same time, but typically 2. And the interesting thing is that these gunas alter our consciousness. So they change our state of mind and they impact what activities we choose to engage in. So the first guna is tamas. And if you were thinking of the gunas in like a spiritual ladder, this would be at the bottom. So this energetic force is described as inertia, no movement, laziness, inactivity, ignorance. It's this energetic force of being stuck, of nothing happening, of you not taking any action, of you being lazy, of you being a complainer, a victim. All of these things would be considered tamas. The next one up from that is rajas. And in a lot of ways, rajas is kind of opposite to tamas. So rajas is all about action. It's all about movement. It's all about passion and excitement and doing things. The third force is called sattva, and sattva is all about harmony, goodness, illumination. So there's a lot of good energy with sattva. Now, please forgive me. I'm sure that I'm butchering these. I'm not Hindu by any means. I was just introduced to this book. I mean, I knew about this book a while ago, but I just read it like a week or 2 ago, so please forgive me. I know I'm not getting all the details, but this was just something that I knew I had to talk with you guys about. If someone is just sitting on their couch or they're laying in bed and all they do is complain, all they do is worry, all they do is stay in their own little bubble of ignorance, of not knowing, they have no action. They're not taking any action. They're not even trying to learn or break out of this inactivity, this inertia. That would be a tamas state. Now, someone in rajas would be someone who is now taking action. Maybe they're exercising. Maybe they started a business. Maybe they're going to school. Now they have passion. Now they have skills. Now they have interests. Now they have this sense of accomplishment and achievement. But the issue with rajas is it comes with a lot of expectations. Those who are in rajas care about the results. They need to excel. They want to excel. If they have a business, they're greedy. If the business isn't operating to a certain standard, they feel like they're not hitting their targets, right? They need to succeed. They have this passion, this energy, this fire. So rajas is all about movement and doing and action and results. It's very masculine in the sense that it's all about doing. Now the third one, sattva, is more about being, and I found it to be more of a feminine energy because it's all about harmony, it's all about goodness, it's all about caring beyond the numbers now. So in this case, you want to do good. It's not just about the numbers. You want to do good. You want to feel peace. You want to be calm. right? And so some activities that one would be engaged in at sattva would be yoga, prayer, meditation. So all of these different activities that gets us in this state of calm, of peace, of surrender, of being thankful, of being grateful. So an example that I thought of was, imagine someone who's sitting on the couch, they're not doing anything, they're in tamas. Okay, they start a business now, they're in rajas, they're making money, they're hiring people, they're getting stuff done, they're exercising. But now imagine this person wants to give back. He knows that simply having a business or making money isn't going to bring true peace. Now he wants to share the wealth. Now he wants to uplift a vulnerable community or an impoverished area. Now he wants to give back. So now he incorporates giving back as part of his business. That would be sattva. Now this is where things get very interesting for me, and this is why this was my favorite chapter in the whole book. I'll have to put somewhere on the screen what chapter this was. I think it was 14, but don't quote me on that. I'll put it up here somewhere. So the interesting thing was that the master, the higher self, his God, told him, however, true enlightenment, true liberation is not any of these energetic forces. Which had me pause for a second, because I was like, wait, isn't sattva like the ultimate, right? Because in that stage, you're all about calmness, you're all about peace and serenity and goodness and light. Wouldn't that be the ultimate stage? But the truth is, he says no. True liberation, true enlightenment is overcoming all of the gunas. So it's overcoming all of it. Not just the ignorance and the laziness and the inertia, but the passion, the action, the doing, the results, even the peace, even the light, even the illumination, even the goodness. It's overcoming that. And I was like, wait, what? And then I got it. After like reading it a few times and thinking about it, I understood. Because true liberation is not just being at peace or calm or good. It's actually being detached. So in a sense, you are above all the other gunas, because now it doesn't make a difference to you. You are one with God, regardless of results, regardless of peace, regardless of inertia, regardless of knowledge, regardless of ignorance, regardless of all of those things that might be going on. You remain still, you remain connected, you remain a source, you remain that soul, that spirit within. You remain still, you remain steadfast, you remain calm and composed. Like, it was so deep when I finally understood this concept, because I was like, oh, that's why people meditate for 10 days, for 20 days, for weeks, for months, to reach that state. Because even activity, even something that we consider to be really good, right? Making the economy move, getting fit, starting a business, making money, even things that we consider to be good, we even need to overcome that. Because when we are working on something, naturally we have an attachment to it. We have an attachment to the label, to the identity, to the fame, the popularity, to how people perceive us, to the lifestyle that we get to have. We become attached to the results, to the numbers, to the targets, always doing better, always excelling, always wanting to reach that next step. And I see this with my husband a lot, is every time I ask him, like, oh, what's your goal for this year? Or what do you want to accomplish? Or what do you, and he always just says, I just want to live it. I just want to be it. He doesn't care about the number, about the goal, about the achievement. He just wants to experience it. And that is profound, because as someone who has always based my worth and my, honestly, like, I've always looked at myself as my list of accomplishments, as my list of goals that I've ticked off, as my list of numbers that I've hit. But none of that matters, because none of that connects me with God. None of that connects me to my higher self. None of that brings me true peace, true samadhi, which is samadhi is like liberation, enlightenment. It's like being one with God. And I was like, no wonder people, do yoga for hours and meditate and try to get into this deep state where they're silent. There's no music, there's no television, there's no distractions. They're just deeply concentrated on that state of being that is beyond goodness and illumination and knowledge and peace even. And so I just want to leave this with you. And I want to know your thoughts on what you think about that. What do you think true liberation is? What do you think enlightenment is? I think a lot of us actually got it wrong. To be truly liberated, I think, is to be desireless, is to be detached completely. We don't care. We don't care the outcome. We don't care what happens. We don't care about our subscriber count. We don't care how many views we get. We don't care if our boyfriend dumps us. We don't care if the world falls apart, because that's how detached and desireless you will strive to be, that nothing can shake you, nothing can break you, because deep down, underneath it all, you know that you're one with God, and that is the ultimate. That is the ultimate energy. That is the ultimate force. And anything else is below that. It puts you in the worldly realm. It puts you in the material realm. It brings you back down to all that's physical. And, life is interesting in that a lot of what's going on and happening is not physical. It's not visible. It's going on at an energetic level, at a very, small microscopic level that you can't even see with your eyes, at a miracle level, at a magical level that you can't even wrap your head around. You can't bring your thoughts to understand. And so that is why we are beyond our body. We are beyond our thoughts. We are beyond our identity. Like, if I go around and I'm like, I'm a woman, I'm 28 years old, I'm Middle Eastern, I'm married, none of those labels truly define me. Because deep down, all that I truly am is a child of God. And I think that that is profound. So if you made it this far, I love you so much. I'm sending you love, light, and healing. I hope that you are thriving wherever you are, whatever you're doing. I hope that you achieve your own form of liberation, of enlightenment, however that may look like to you. And I'd also love to hear from you guys down below if you are familiar with the gunas. I know that I have a big audience in India, so I completely love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Thank you wherever you are. And I hope to see you soon. Bye.